All right. So, first topic I would like to talk about convention scene, conventions, and this one's actually going to cover. So, this month of January, I got the opportunity to check out this new convention that debuted in SoCal. It debuted at the Pomona of Fairfax, known as Anime Impulse. And, it was one of those conventions because, here in SoCal, anime conventions are a popular thing out here. And basically, they've been trying to debut more cons each year. So I got the opportunity to check out Anime Impulse. Best part was for one, since it was a 2 day, one day was only like $11 with tax, $13. And even though it was my first time, and I got to drag a friend along, and I bought him an extra ticket. You gotta bribe your friends sometimes, and I don't know how many guys had to buy a ticket for someone to get them to go. But anyway, first thing I had to say was some people thought it was small, but first year convention was like really awesome actually. I actually really had a blast at the con actually. And if you guys wonder what I'm looking at, I have my notes here. So, according to my notes, I'm going to share stuff. One highlight was I almost won two Xbox Ones or four flat screen TVs or some cash. Basically, I went to this one booth they had at the con where basically, you had to place first pay $5 and scoop out a ball. And, I kept winning like crazy. Like, they're like, okay, here's $12 since you won. And I was like, okay, another bit. And, I kept winning that finally I got to the point where, if I keep winning, I just go forward. But if I lose, then I'll admit defeat. So, and I got so close. I was at the point where I was 5 points away. They wanted like another $40. And I was out of cash. I was low on funds, so I accepted the $20 loss. But it was really fun testing out my luck, and I've been having a good lucky streak. I didn't see too many friends actually, but I got to drag a few as well as meet up with a few friends. I also got a chance to meet up with some new people as well as make some new friends and check it out. And one of the best highlights too is if you see the pictures, I posted pictures on these podcasts just to describe the events that went on and highlights. So if you guys noticed the Tadashi cosplayer from Big Hero 6, that's not just any Tadashi cosplayer. I don't pronounce his name, but Yoshi Sadara, also known as Koda, the Blue Ranger from Dino Charge, he actually had a booth there. And I was talking to some people that were running the booth, and they said, "You a fan of Power?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Dino Charge." I was like, "I'm catching up with that." And they're like, "He's right there." I was like, "Oh, Koda?" I was like, "I didn't recognize him." And I got a selfie with him. And I was glad he was able to let me take a selfie with him for free because sometimes guests charge for pictures. But I'm glad, he was able to do a selfie with me for free. And yeah, I got a chance to talk to him. He even liked my Sonic the Hedgehog hoodie, and it was actually really awesome. And I'm still catching up on Power Rangers Dino Charge, but hey, it was really awesome meeting him. And I didn't recognize him because of his hair tied up in the cosplay. But overall, I had fun meeting him, and so it was like really awesome. Other thing was, I got to get a picture with Rilakkuma Bear, as you can see right there. And I remember when I was reading the guide pamphlet as well as a news article on the event before it started on the local news stations out here and in SoCal. Man, and they explain Raikuma, basically, the character represents, relax, means you're supposed to be like relaxed, or the character's supposed to like relax people. And I'm glad I got a chance picture, not to mention the lines were crowded to get a picture with this teddy bear. But I was lucky to actually get in line when the line was really short and got a picture with him. And so it was fun. Also enjoyed the things I did enjoy too was there was our event in the same venue, Asian American Expo. Well, I don't get too much into that, but the other things I did enjoy about the con was I was trying out the food stands, got a chance to have some fried calamari. It was like four skewers for like $8, which is a good bargain. And there was also some carnival games, so I wish I could grab it right now, but it's out of shop. But I tried to aim for a giant Pikachu plushie carnival game, and I only got one shot, so they gave me a consolation prize, which was this really big monkey plush. Actually, you could see me holding it in the selfie picture, and it's also in the red bag too. But I got a chance to take on foot plush. So the one thing, not only that I had fun, but I really didn't go home empty-handed. That's usually the best part I like about the cons. As far as the negative goes, the con was really awesome. The only negatives were, my friends had me carpool with them, even though the car was crowded, and I got bummed out I didn't bring a cosplay because of the crowded car. So, but my ride was late due to traffic and stuff. And some people said the location part was kind of hidden, which I might have to agree. And of course, the maid cafe they had there was really cool, but unfortunately they were charging people. But overall, even though it was small and it was their first year, I have to give them credit. They actually did a really good job at pulling off a convention for the first time. And overall, I have to say the con was like really awesome and fun. So, bottom line is, I definitely return next year. In fact, I'll even try aim for 2 days next year. Same goes for like bringing a cosplay. And I did get some footage of the con, so be on the lookout for a video of some raw footage I got of the con. So overall, convention was really awesome, and I'd recommend it. Go check it out, especially if you're living in SoCal or traveling to Southern California. Yeah, I recommend check out Anime Impulse when you get the opportunity next year. So other than that, the convention was awesome.